Hello everyone. So no doubt you have all already seen from today's news that we'll be getting a weapon refinery update in February 7th, with a whole bunch of interesting characters getting new and shiny weapons. I can only summarize my feelings about this weapon refinery update in one single eloquent word. Yeah. I can't wait to see what Sephiel's weapon is going to be. See, I love his character very much. I like that he's a brain damaged guy who wants to make the whole world into dragons, and you know, since brain damage is my thing, I really appreciate brain damaged characters such as him, or Carol, or Puri, or Legion. Too bad the others aren't getting those weapons, but hey, you know, we're getting a good start with Anyway, so that, though, man, I already put distant counter on Sephiel, so hopefully it won't be something stupid like distant counter, though I think they won't do that, considering that we already have Burger King for that. I think they'll try to be a little more original. As for how original, though, I'm not entirely sure, honestly. I hope that they'll just surprise me. Like, oh, I certainly wouldn't mind if they decide to go and slap Bold Fighter or Vengeful Fighter on it, though that might be a little too OP. How about something a little more original, like Threaten Defense with like 3 range or something, or just another effect altogether. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to what Sephiel's thing's gonna be. Meanwhile, the next thing that really excites me is the Xian upgrades, and that they're separated by awakening characters like Lucina and Crom, and then you have Alm, and then you have Marth. So 3 separate categories. I'm really looking forward to it because I have 5-star versions of each, so I can't wait to see what they'll be. You know, I kind of expected this to happen for the longest time, because I mean, look dude, there's like 5 different copies of Xian in this game, so there's gotta be some kind of variation, and I'm really looking forward to what they'll do for a guy like Alm, because he's kinda right now. He's in a sad spot, but if his weapon becomes good, well, he'll become good. I can't wait to write about him when I discover what the effects are gonna be. Much like with Marth as well, because Marth has been largely ignored, shall we say. He's kinda like there. He showed up in like 1 banner, I think. He showed up in the very first banner, and then never again. He just kind of just got dropped for Awakening and Fates. It was actually kind of sad. So I can't wait to see what they'll do with Marth as well. Hopefully, maybe he'll give him like extra attack range or something. I don't know. Make him do more damage when he hits you with a tip. Something, please. Original. I can't wait to see it. And then we have Al-Qaeda. I guess I should properly pronounce it. Sida with winged sword. Well, it's not a winged spear, but what can you do when you suddenly became a sword unit? That I'm also looking forward to, but her low attack will definitely need to be rectified in some way. Currently, her best weapon is Wotao, because it really makes up for it. So we'll see if it's an effect like that I can maybe turn her resistance into attack or something ridiculous like that. Then she'll be truly deadly. And in the same token, we have Raven, who weren't supposed to use a big ol' axe. In fact, the Basilicos isn't even his, it's someone else's, it's Brandon's. And well, that means that he'll probably not appear in the game, because, well, Raven is using that axe now. So, GG? Anyway, maybe it'll just do a chunk of damage, but I sincerely hope that it'll be something interesting. I'm not entirely sure how it will be, though, because considering Raven's stats, he's already very, very good. He's kind of been, well, I wouldn't say underrated, maybe overlooked. Yeah, that might be a good way to put it. But Raven is really strong. He has sky-high attack and speed, so he's already a very good unit. So people have been sleeping on him, but after they see this big ol' axe, I'm sure he'll be seeing a lot of use again. Oh, actually, I just thought of something. Maybe his axe will allow him to have triangle advantage over colorless! Yeah, that makes perfect sense now. Yep, that would be something that Raven would have. Yeah, definitely. Man, that would actually be kind of interesting, though, to have something that fights against colorless, well, as a melee weapon, rather than a tome. Because now you actually have to watch out for guys like Raven, who just walks around with a big old axe and, well, chopping your colorless ass up. Yeah, that would be very interesting. I would really look forward to that. It's kind of like how Leviathan has blade on a blade. This kind of mechanic would be interesting. In fact, I'm kind of looking forward to like having melee weapons effects on ranged weapons as well. Though that might make it a little overpowered. We'll see though. Anyway, so that's just what I think might happen. It's probably not very likely, but anyway. The next character we look at is Felicia. Now, those of you who have watched me summon for Jenny a couple months back, you know that I got like, 40 of those, we've got troubles, and yeah, I can easily plus 10 one. So now that I've seen this, I'll probably save my feathers. I was originally going to make Azama plus 10 or Virian plus 10, but you know what? I changed my mind. I think I will wait until the weapon refinery finishes and see what happens. Then, you know, I will spend some feathers. And yeah, Felicia is definitely pretty high on that list now. So, her weapon, even though I didn't play Fates, I looked it up. Apparently what it does is just like a dagger that we see in game. It weakens enemies' strength, which I guess would be their attack, and then their defense and resistance. So that would be kind of interesting. I mean, that's what daggers already do. Another thing that they say it does is that it deals magic damage. So what it could do is maybe it targets resistance. But that also doesn't make too much sense because Felicia is, well, really a mage killer. We wouldn't use her to fight against people with high defenses. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe it'll be like how it works with dragons. Maybe it'll target specific weaknesses for enemies that are too ranged. And maybe target resistance for people that are one range. I don't know. But either way, I'm looking forward to what they'll be doing with Felicia. And, well, if it turns out good, I'm going to spend all the feathers I've saved up for her. And it'll be glorious! Okay, so the final character we have is Hinoka, who gets a spear named after her, which is kind of cute. I saw this happen with Fire Emblem Warriors. I don't know if this is actually a tradition that they have in Fates, but well, there you have it. Hinoka's spear. Well, actually, you know what? I'll just look it up. So apparently, this thing, it lowers your defense and resistance, but gives you plus 10% avoid. Okay, alright. But seeing how Fire Emblem Heroes is not a game that has avoid, what could it possibly be instead then? Maybe something to do with, actually it would be kind of interesting if she suddenly gets a new mechanic attached to her weapon that allows attacks against her to miss. That could be very interesting. But no, that's also a terrible idea. That would make this game a lot more luck-based. Honestly, I think it'll probably just give something like speed or something at the expense of defense, which could make her very powerful because, as we all know, you know, she's got a lot of attack and she just lacks speed. So if she does that, well, she can match up to Cordelia. Still, that sounds really boring, so I hope that when it does get released, it'll have some interesting effect that'll make her interesting. I can't wait to write about her as well, because I also have her. And even though I have New York Azura, I don't really use her that much. I still use Hinoka as my flyer team's hone, because she's just damn good at what she does. She goes in, kills somebody, and then she just moves backwards. With my New York Azura, I mean, yeah, I can dance people and make them do things, but I don't know. I never really felt that it was truly necessary. That, and I already run 2 Camillas on my flyer team, so I have enough greens for a while. Well, that's pretty much it for my Weapon Refinery update rambling and a couple predictions. Do you have something to add? Feel free to tell me in the comments. We'll see, you know, if your prediction comes true or not. Anyway, that's pretty much it for now. I thank you all for watching. Until next time.